little children. Okay, today our reading comprehension is called The Quest for the Golden Seesaw. Now, yes, this has absolutely nothing to do with seesaw that we are using for our school work, so don't get all excited. Okay, so the little box says, while you're reading this text, think about how it is similar to a traditional fairy tale and how it is different. So, Grizzle poured out a cup of tea. Then he lifted up a corner of the royal sheet. A long, whiskery face, like an old parsnip, looked up at him. "Ah, Grizzle, it's you," gasped King Codger. For a moment, his head fell back on the pillows. Poor King Codger. It was always the same bad dream. His daughter, Wolverina, was chasing him. She was yelling at the top of her voice, "It's mine, it's mine! Give it or else!" King Codger pulled the bedclothes over his head. "It's your own fault, sire," said Grizzle, who knew all about the king's bad dreams. He stirred 10 spoonfuls of sugar into the royal tea mug. "You should never have told the princesses you were going to retire to the seaside." "But I thought Wolverina would be happy to share the kingdom with her sister," moaned King Codger. Grizzle made a rude noise. Since when has the Lady Wolverina shared anything?" King Codger closed his eyes. His daughters floated in front of him. The oldest was called Goldilocks. She was just like his dear departed wife, blonde as a haystack, friendly as a kitten, and wide as a drawbridge. The king frowned. Perhaps she was a bit too friendly. The last time she had hugged him, she nearly cracked his ribs. And then there was his other daughter, Wolverina. She wasn't like anyone in the family. In fact, Wolverina wasn't like anyone he had ever met, including trolls, goblins, and ogres. Wolverina was bony as a vulture. And as for her nature, the king shuddered. She was just like a wolverine, cunning, bad-tempered, and had a nasty bite if she didn't get her own way. King Codger sighed. If only his dear departed wife hadn't gone dragon hunting and taken an umbrella instead of a sword by mistake. She'd know what to do, he muttered to himself, if she was still here. "I beg your pardon, sire," said Grizzle. He laid out a matching tunic and cloak in blue satin, with fake leopard skin trim. Despite his troubles, King Codger was always a snappy dresser. "My wife, Queen Hundredweight, did make me promise to share my kingdom equally," replied the king. Her last words, he blushed. They were our last words. He blushed, apart from the ones addressed to the person who put the umbrella stand in the wrong place. And who could forget them? Grizzle thought to himself. Even Spangle, the court magician, had never heard anything like it, and he knew countless oaths uttered by badly behaved witches. At that moment, a flash of inspiration hit Grizzle, and he almost dropped the crown he was polishing. "Call for Spangle," cried Grizzle, trying not to sound too pleased with himself. It's about time he stopped fooling around with frogs and princesses. "Grizzle, you're a genius." King Codger leapt out of bed and jumped about the room as if he had ants in his pants. "Call for the ladies, Goldilocks and Wolverina. We shall settle the future of the kingdom once and for all." Okay, so again, don't worry too much about the partner activities. Focus on the 10 questions, think and write, and let me know how you get on. And by the way, no mention at all of the Golden Seesaw, whatever that is. I don't know.